Google. Now, for those who don't have their ear to the ground, GDC is this week, the Game Developers Conference, and wow, the big search giant, the one that essentially controls the world, Google, announced that they are entering into the video game space with their new streaming service called Stadia.
Which is plural for stadium.
I think they were just trying to be too cool. Too cool for school.
Who do you think they are? Apple? Now?
Right? To give you the cliff notes on what Stadia is, so it's not a console. Everyone, when Google said that they're going to be entering into the gaming space, everyone thought they were going to come up with a new console. If you remember from last week's show, they won the banana then too, because they were the mock-ups of the controllers that they were going to come out, and they were a joke. And that just furthered that thought that they are coming out with a console, but they put those suspicions to rest and told us that they're coming out with a streaming service. So you will be able to, on any device that has Google Chrome or whatever, it wasn't fully any Google-enabled device, you're going to be able to play games.
Kind of touching on the controller aspect of it, to my understanding, it's essentially a Netflix for video games. That's my understanding of it. Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I don't understand why Google thinks that this is it. They're going to change the world.
Yeah, it's a bold move, bold statement, and I think there's a lot to be learned. I mean, you said it yourself. We've seen this come to play in the past.
Yep.
These large companies who can just throw money at something thinking that this is going to be the next big thing, and ultimately just ends up being a big flop.
And the industry is just going nuts. And there were a lot of people that brought up some really good points. And I'm not going to go into too much depth because this isn't strictly a video games show, but just some ideas to keep in your head with this. Because again, Google tried to drop the mic. I think in their heads, they're like, oh man, we freaking killed it. And really it's hold on, buddy. Let me humble you in the best way possible. So this comes from Mark Medina at IGN. And Will, you talked about this. What about people with not good internet connection speeds? They didn't talk about prices. They didn't talk about games. They showed a couple and, had that splash image of different companies that they're working with. But that was it. There wasn't a whole lot about how much are those games going to cost? Exactly. They talk about the, state play, where you can pick up and play by watching a video on YouTube and clicking play. But do you have to pay for that? Is that just a time trial demo? It's just
Well, and another thing is you have to consider the consumer base that does not actually utilize have Xbox Live, or I forget what it is. They don't have the online services. They may just pick up a game, play the story, and that's what they want.
Right.
They're not looking for any type of multiplayer, online interactive, experiences. They're simply there to play the game, get through it. And what happens when you don't have those capabilities and they're eliminating that consumer base that's not concerned about a connection to the internet.
But congratulations again to Google. You win the banana of the week, the funniest news story in entertainment news. If you want to connect with us, we would love to connect with you, please go to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Search Borderline Entertainment. Comment, follow, subscribe, all of that wonderful stuff. Be a part of the community and join the conversation.
That's right.
We really want to give a huge shout out to everybody in the chat. And thank you to everybody for watching, period. Whether you're watching it on Twitch or YouTube, please share this with your friends. And you know what? If you're not, think about subscribing, because we have a lot of content and we have a lot more coming soon. So if you want to get notifications and you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that bell. But for Will, I'm Asa.
Thanks, guys.
Be well, Borderline fan.